This is today's picture of my father. Every day in July, since July was my father's last month on earth 5 years ago of being out in the world, walking, breathing, living, before the doctors at UPMC Hospital ultimately made a decision that led to his demise and death on September 1st, 2019. Every day in July, I want to share a picture and a story in an attempt to more so humanize my father so he doesn't get lost in the shuffle with the other 250,000 victims, according to Johns Hopkins, of medical error each year. And what I'm hoping to do with all this, as many of you may or may not know, my father never received justice for the medical error that he was a victim. At the very most, we stood to make $70,000 before the case went awry. But more importantly, I would like change in the field of medical error and medical malpractice, starting with the statute of limitations in Pennsylvania. So after hopefully you see each one of these videos each day, I'll post a link in either the comments or it's in my profile, or it's very easy to get to, and you can sign the petition to help change the statute of limitations for medical malpractice starting in Pennsylvania. And then I want to take this across the United States. So without further ado, here is the story of this picture and why it's significant. So this picture was taken probably 6 to 7 months before he passed away, or excuse me, before he was killed by medical error. And this is my dad at one of my rap shows. As you can see, my dad didn't look like the most, rage out rap. It didn't look like he came up on Tupac and Biggie, right? Well, a couple reasons. My dad was born in 48. He kind of didn't really care about music after 80s anyway. He was always confused about me rapping, my involvement in rap. And I'll never forget, and he looks very much like a hippie, right? And I remember one of the funniest things is when I was on TV, I said, Dad, I'm going to be on TV. He always supported me, though. He didn't know exactly how to. I mean, he wasn't going to buy a CD. My dad didn't even own a CD player. He had an 8-track player. But he was always like, oh, that's awesome. Like, you know what I mean? One time I was on TV, and I'm like, Dad, I'm going to be on TV. I need you to tune in. He said, oh, that's great, son. Which channel? I said, I'll be on BET. He said, what's that mean? I said, it's Black Entertainment Television, Dad. He's like, oh, well, am I allowed to watch that? Or I said, Dad, of course you are. It's on regular cable. Here's the thing. Just tune in. So anyway, that being said, definitely a special moment that I got to perform a set in my hometown in front of my pops, and he loved it. If you are struggling with medical error, something that happened to your family, something you're curious about, anything, something happened to your grandma years ago, your uncle, please reach out to me. And if I can be of any assistance with all the hurdles that I've had to jump through, let me know. I appreciate you all for supporting me so much in the Justice for Charlie movement. Tanks, t-shirts, hoodies, I have them all on my website. Also, I'll be finishing my album, which I'm trying to put out September 1st, called The Statute Volume 2, UPMC. And as well, I'm almost done with this book as well. So thank you for rocking with me. This is just day one, man. Stay tuned. Justice for Charlie.